Into Weather Impact live on a Thursday, and we start this stream off today with breaking news. Our director Danae just had to move Lewis from his spot to the right-hand side of me across the room, and I feel like I just lost my best friend.
Yeah, so
I'm all alone over here.
I'm all alone, and nobody beside me.
I feel like I have to shout to even get Lewis to hear me across the way.
Well, I'm getting of a certain age.
It's like you're down in the holler.
Down in the holler, out in the streets. The thing is, the viewer will have no idea. We're just going to be in those boxes right by each other, so we just have to pretend, Ross.
I guess.
We'll just pretend. What a day. This weather pick of the week, Thursday.
Hey, the guy out on the river, he's enjoying it. Look at it.
I was just looking at the same thing.
He's got the throttle down on that baby.
He is bearing down.
Some white caps back behind that.
Little rooster tail, and my jealousy quotient's now at a 10. Wish I was him. Not that I don't love being here with you, Ross.
Hey, I understand.
But that would be awesome. Beautiful day. I mean, we are scraping 80 out there today. We set upper 70s all day long, and other than our friends in St. Simons, I think their little microclimate the last couple of days, they've been like 10, 12 degrees cooler than everywhere else.
Yeah.
And today, no different. 15 degrees cooler from St. Simons to Jacksonville, 12 from St. Simons just across the Intracoastal to Brunswick. And that's must be their little onshore flow. They must have just a little bit of on the island there.
Consistently the chilly spot.
It has been. Yesterday, too, they had just one little pocket where they were getting caught with a more of a easterly flow as opposed to everybody else blessed with the southwest winds. Because, I mean, Mayport, Jack's Beach, St. Augustine Beach in the upper 70s. So.
Yeah. Well, and we said this yesterday, right, that we were going to get a little flirtatious with the 80s.
Yes.
And we're
casual
kind of in
flirtation.
Yes, we're in that realm.
Yep.
But no one crossing over the threshold to that 80-degree mark.
Look at St. Simons, and that tells the story. Just barely out of the southeast, and they're catching some cooler air. So that's why.
The rest of us, though, got the southwest wind. That's what we had yesterday. That's what we got out there today. So continuing to pull in the warmth, a little bit more humid as well. It's not humid, but there's a slight uptick in that low-level moisture. Some gusts out there, 25 to almost 30. You got a 29-mile-per-hour gust at Orange Park at NAS Jax, 24 up at the Jacksonville Airport. So windy in some spots, breezy in others. But over the next 12 hours, pretty mild night by late February standards, Lou. We should be in the low, or I guess upper 40s.
Yep.
We're going to be about, 10 degrees warmer than that here tonight?
Yeah, and no jackets necessary.
Oh.
Putting the stamp on it as you get dressed in the morning. I think you'll be just fine. 58 degrees or low. Power through. I think what you will need is the umbrella. Take that with you. As we go through our day, maybe watch that afternoon commute or driving around town around noon, because we are watching those rain chances, which we'll get into in a minute. This is brand new data. Not much has changed, though. Every Thursday afternoon, we get our drought monitor update. And Ross was mentioning, maybe a couple of changes there for Southeast Georgia?
Just, like a hair.
But
the lines were just drawn slightly differently.
But this isn't anything new, and we would know that we're not going to get much of a change for our extreme drought, and it's going to take several rain events. But we get the first coming up beginning tomorrow, and for Friday, and into a little bit of Saturday as well.
Yeah, so showers, some isolated thunderstorms tomorrow. Saturday, going to kind of be the tale of two halves, Lou. Kind of the first part of the day, bit overcast, a little misty, a little drizzly out there. I think we start to clear out by your Saturday evening. And then Sunday definitely looks to be the pick of the weekend, at least with regards to any outdoor activities, events, festivities, whatever you got going on. But nonetheless, tomorrow morning, bright and early, we've got that weather impact alert issued. At this time yesterday, we had it for noon Friday to noon Saturday. We've kind of bumped it up now to include the morning hours, primarily because a lot of you folks who live in southeastern Georgia have a good chance to see some morning showers for that morning commute and bus ride to school out there.
Yeah, already starting to see rain up north of our area, but in middle Georgia. So maybe 50, 60 miles kind of north of the extreme kind of northern part of what we'd call our first coast in our viewing area. But there's kind of the look right now. A pretty good line of showers that's moved through the Midlands of South Carolina, now getting towards extreme eastern North Carolina towards the Outer Banks. That's the stuff we need right there. You want to see that kind of line moving across the First Coast to really bust up a drought. That won't be the case for us, but we will get some heavy downpours through our day, off and on through Friday. Not kind of what they're experiencing there from Raleigh over to the Outer Banks. This is, just going to be several hours of good steady rain, and would love to have something like that here.
Well, let me ask you kind of before we move on, and this is honestly just out of curiosity. You can see that southerly or southwest flow up toward like the Florida Panhandle and into like southern or southwestern Georgia, southern Alabama. Are you surprised that there's not more, not just rain, but like convection going on? Because that kind of is in the warm sector, and it's pulling up heat and moisture up out of the Gulf. Do you think it's because
I think the Gulf's too cool?
Yeah, it's still just too cold, the waters themselves?
Yeah, if this were let's fast forward to the end of May, June, and we're starting to get those warmer Gulf temperatures, I think we'd have a much bigger one of those big in the Big Bend and that Pensacola area. That's one of those spots like they get those strong thunderstorms, and then the typical kind of by the time they get to the First Coast, do they hold their dynamics together? Yeah, I think the ocean's a little too cool right now to drive that, because usually we would see a lot of lightning popping right there, kind of east of Panama City, where a lot of these would be coming on shore. Modeling doing a good job, right? Really kind of telling a story of that southerly to southwesterly flow out of the Gulf, kind of warm sectoring us for good part of Friday, while we still think our temperatures are going to be in the mid 70s for at least Northeast Florida. Now, Southeast Georgia, big temperature difference, considering a little more clouds and earlier rainfall. That's going to include sunshine and a little bit of a wind pattern difference. But we'll watch that rain, maybe even a few isolated thunderstorms coming in early mid-morning, we'll say, for Ware Pierce counties down to Charleston, Brantley, and over to Glenn.
What I was just going to add, when you mentioned the modeling a few seconds ago, that I feel like this is completely in line with that. You mentioned, the temperatures are a little bit cooler in the waters, right?
Yep.
So maybe that moisture return flow is a bit delayed, like this afternoon. It's not there yet. It takes a little bit longer for the dew points and the relative humidity to increase. So maybe, by tomorrow morning, starting to reach that point, and you then kind of see that develop, the heavier rain bands, some isolated thunderstorms and showers out there, or heavier downpours at the very least.
It makes good sense, especially in the absence of real upper air forcing.
Yeah.
If we had a good deeper diving jet, then we'd be talking about another polar outbreak. We'd be talking about strong cold air advection, but we don't see that with this. We don't see the temperatures plunge. So just kind of indicative of more of a shallow system coming across. But yeah, high temperatures for our day. Might even be overdoing it for Waycross, but we'll see. We'll hit the 70s through Southeast Georgia. St. Simon's still kind of holding with those 60s, but much warmer story, especially down towards Palatka, southern Clay County, and Palatka will be a warm spot until those showers arrive.
Yeah. I think southern area is certainly going to be a good bit warmer, and I don't want to say tomorrow has bust potential with the temperatures themselves, but I would say be prepared kind of for temperatures that are a little warmer or a little bit cooler, kind of depending on where you're at, because the timing of the rain coming in will impact and dictate a little bit just how warm your temperatures are. So this is a closer look at the high-res modeling showing, by mid-morning, showers moving into inland Nassau County, Glenn and Camden, Lake City getting in on some rain, reaching kind of the western sides of the Beltway and the metro area by lunchtime. And you think we typically get our high temperatures 2 to 3 o'clock. If we get rain before then, does that kind of cap us at maybe the mid 70s rather than the upper 70s tomorrow?
I think it's a battle of would it cap, I think with this, we're comfortable with the mid 70s. Around noon or 1. And then, in the absence, the bust potential would be, well, do we miss out on the rain? And then we would see 80s because we'd be very warm sectored. But I think, big
Don't even say we're going to miss out on the rain.
We're not going to miss out on the rain.
How dare you?
But I think that's the only real potential for major busts. And the take home for folks at home is, there isn't we know we're not getting the cold air with this. So we don't have to worry too much, So if it's a difference between, do you hit the upper 60s versus the upper 70s, that 10 degree would make a big difference. Mm-hmm. But the big takeaway, I think, is, just the timing and being prepared for a shower thunderstorm through your afternoon. Saturday morning, so we do have the weather impact alert going through Saturday at noon. And this is a different monster than what we would have on Friday. And when I say the term monster, I'm going to refer to like Mike Wazowski kind of monster, friendly, one eye, but overall a good-spirited monster for Friday.
Before you tell us what a monster is.
Oh, we got to take a break.
I was going to say, do you want to take a break and leave them suspense-filled?
Yeah, for my full Monsters, Inc. Breakdown in terms of our rain Friday versus Saturday. Absolutely. I think it's an analogy worth waiting for. We'll be back in a second.
Welcome back. We are living for the weekend, Lou.
Yeah, so I was talking about a different monster on Saturday, but I didn't want anybody Friday.
Should I be scared?
Don't be scared of Friday. Friendly monster Friday.
Okay.
No severe threat really. Maybe an isolated, strong storm for Southeast Georgia getting 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. Okay.
Because the only monster I like is the cookie.
Cookie monster. Don't start, man. I'll get Cookie Monster. Want cookie? I'll do it. Dang it! I can't. I gotta stop with the.
We got him going.
Getting me on my Muppets kick. But Saturday is still the same weather impact alert. Different reasons. Saturday is more, we've got big events outside, especially in the morning. We might have some drizzle, might have just enough kind of wet grass, wet fields out there for Scottish games or World of Nations that you might want to take and just remember to bring a poncho or a little light rain gear, some shoes you don't mind getting a little dirty for those events outside. Because by the afternoon, looking like a little bit better and maybe even some peaks of sunshine through the late part of our afternoon as those clouds begin to clear out. And then that's kind of system begins to move more towards I-4. So drizzle for Saturday.
I like to call it the drizz.
The drizz. You've got the drizz.
You got a little drizz.
He carries the drizz.
Not Riz, but drizz.
No. Yeah, you don't. Not Riz for you. But definitely lots of drizz. This is an event I've never been to.
Hey, I got my
But
my
you-
Scottish
you
tie
do.
on specifically for this.
Specifically for this.
Yeah,
Nice
so
touch.
this is made out of like Scottish tartan. You know, like the
Yeah.
tartan is what the kilts
Tartan
are made
jacket,
out of.
absolutely.
So this is not my family's. I do have a bow tie that has my family's.
Marlo, I'm going to walk over and I just want to touch his tie. So I'm going to.
Oh, yeah, you can-
this box. I want to feel what it's like.
So I mentioned yesterday I'm part of Clan McDonald, so I have a full like
Oh, that's nice.
Clan McDonald bow tie. I'll leave that to Mike Prangley for wearing the bow ties.
Yep.
But this is.
Well, for one day only, you could do it. You're not going to steal anybody's thunder.
Should I do it tomorrow?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Why
Okay.
not? Let's try it. I'd
But
like to see.
this is I think the tartan for the city of Inverness. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
So it's like far northern Scotland. It's
Absolutely.
the northernmost like larger city. So this is their kind of pattern. So I wore this.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, in honor
Cultural.
of the Scottish Highland Games.
Oh my
That was-
gosh.
that was like three. That was like three accents combined.
That was
How
good,
good
though.
I am.
Better than anything I could do. Very nice. So, if the guys from
Very
the
nice.
Scottish Games are watching, I think we got ourselves a guest participant in some stone throwing. You know,
As in you or me?
No, you. What?
What?
You're the Scot. You were just
No.
talking about your McDonough clan.
No, I don't know what
I'm
Scottish
sure they
game-
probably have a tent like set up for that clan in particular. You probably got a crest and everything. You'd have to like put up before you compete.
Probably.
I love this. But you know, long story short, rain chance in the morning, maybe.
Yeah.
Little
your,
drizzle.
Your kilt might get a little wet.
Yeah, but they're built for this. That's what we're built
Yeah.
for.
Now,
You know?
would you wear leggings underneath the kilt?
Are you supposed to? You're not supposed to do that.
I don't know. I've
You're
never
not
worn one.
supposed to wear anything.
I tried to buy a real kilt when I was in Scotland, and those things are mad expensive.
Oh yeah.
Very like several hundred
Okay.
for like a true kilt.
And
Yeah, I
you
wanted to go like kilt, sash.
You didn't want to
like-
splurge for one? Just hey, we're only here
No,
one
well,
time, man.
This
is
was
a once
this
in a
was back
lifetime.
when I was like 20,
Gotcha. Not yeah.
and I had no money.
Yep. You got to save that. You got to be able to get home.
Yeah, I don't know what Scottish game could I maybe do. I was gonna say Riverdance, but that's not Scottish.
Can you get? Is there anybody in your family that's skillful with a needle and thread? I mean,
Oh, my mom is. Yeah,
really? Okay. Well, I mean, she could just take some drapes off the windows in the house
just
and
make me a kilt.
make you a kilt.
Eh.
I mean,
What about Well, I'm not a huge fan of Scotch. I was gonna say like, is there a whiskey tasting? I could probably do that.
it would be Scotch whiskey. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Which, yeah. I love you. Always have.
Wait, what's that from?
From Braveheart.
Oh,
Before Prima Nocta.
oh God.
That movie, man, that makes me that it makes just gets you going.
But you told me you're not Scottish at all,
No,
or
unfortunately,
at least that you're aware of.
not that I'm aware of. I unfortunately
I feel like we should do the DNA test before the event on Saturday.
and just see what we got.
Yeah, because I feel like if there's like a
Even
percentage, if you're
yeah.
like more than 2%, I feel like you should
I
go
should be able to participate.
and immerse yourself with the rest of your clan members.
I need to see. And study up. But unfortunately, I think I'd be fighting with Longshanks, which not good. Not a good guy.
Maybe what about we could just be in the band. Like you're a drummer.
Yeah, drum corps.
I could probably just like this is my my bagpipe just
Yeah, that's how you do it. These people are so tired of us talking about the Scottish
probably.
Games.
Hey, I love it. though.
Great event. A lot of free press for them. Go enjoy it.
This is true, and it will be nicer by the evening. I know there's a couple like there's bands playing later on in the evening, like
Yeah.
you know, concerts or events. I think it will be nicer by Saturday night, but yeah, certainly I think the grass could be a little bit
A little damp.
Yeah, there could be some muddy spots out there. I hope that the model data comes in here, or at least the contour. but-
Contour, but at least the numbers are there, and that's telling our story. And it's telling the story I told you yesterday, Ross.
Oh,
Half inch at the airport. And I know that's not a half inch, but it's awfully close because you said what, a quarter?
yeah.
And Spetta went full inch, didn't he?
Oh well.
Or 3/4?
No, I ended up going 0.67.
Oh, you went
Or over.
0.67. That's right. Okay.
I don't even
so
know what that
I was
means,
low
but-
man.
Yeah.
Okay, I was low man.
I think that does. There are going to be pockets that probably see less than 1/4 of an inch, sadly.
Yep.
But I think there's a good chance that there's going to be some pockets to see anywhere between a half and a full inch of rain for Jacksonville too. So
contours you drew up here, I think, are perfect. I mean, it aligns exactly with, who's going to see the most and, whose maximum is going to be that inch kind of, and we'll hope and wish. All right. So another time for a break. We'll go through the rest of the weekend, some other events, get that 7-day for you. Stay right there.
welcome back in, folks. So we talked a good bit about Saturday,
Yes.
the Scottish games, a misty, drizzly start. Sunday looking much better, Lou. We got sunny skies, really just a lovely afternoon, pinkies up type of
Pinkies
afternoon.
up. Take the tea outside. A little tea time for my English side of things. Because World of Nations event, don't cancel plans either day. But if you only had to pick one day, pick Sunday. But if you are going to go both days or you're going to go Saturday, just know the morning might have a little mist out there. For World of Nations, have you done that event yet, Ross?
I have not gone over to it.
Okay. Wondering what kind of, where in the world would you find yourself culturally eating? Because it's food everywhere from all kinds of places. I wonder where you would go. Like I always pick, I like a little Caribbean.
Okay.
But
it's got some spice and heat to it.
And that's my theme. And then I'll find like Vietnam, Thailand, get some noodles.
Okay.
And something with a little spice to it. Yeah. Yeah. That would be me.
I won't, something from like South Africa for me.
Okay.
Like something a little different like that, maybe.
I got you. Yeah. And this, another tremendous event that we're just kind of finding out about, which this looks amazing, is the Drone Art Show Saturday and Sunday. So we're going to do it both nights.
Yeah, both nights at 7:30 over at the Tailgaters parking.
Look at this. So from what we gather, it's going to be, you got candles, you've got orchestra, and you got lights in the sky, which if you didn't know this was happening and you're driving around downtown and you see this, you're thinking, oh, we're being invaded. It's finally happening.
Independence Day has arrived.
But no, just a heads up, kind of a courtesy if you're going to go. Very nice weather. Maybe chilly breeze Saturday, beautiful night Sunday. But if you aren't going to go and you didn't know this was happening, just a heads up. Like no reason to get out the bang bang stick and start shooting things out of the sky. Okay, it's just a part of. Just no need for defense mechanisms. We're good. Let's look at the long term. So getting into next week, we were talking earlier about kind of a warmer and wetter pattern. And Ross had the question, what do you mean, wetter? And it's a good question. Like I don't think we're going to have rain all day, any given day. But with this little coastal kind of inverted trough scenario we're going to get with onshore flow, high pressure setting up to our north and east, we're going to get the steady onslaught of easterly breezes, which pumps in moisture from the coast, takes our relative humidities up, which helps out with the fire risk. And then also ups our chances for some coastal showers, isolated in nature, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's kind of what you're looking at here on this graphic as far as rain chances. No day is overly impressive. We're talking 10 to 20% chances of seeing a shower. But and if you're out west towards Lake City, Ross, you may not see anything through this whole event.
Yeah, I mean, you might be dry nearly all week next week if you live further out to the west. But yeah, I think coastal spots certainly look a little bit wetter there through.
And my guy Ross's specialty here is talking Midwestern severe weather. So looking like, March severe season kind of kicking in gear, huh?
Yeah, so we're just essentially looking at these big jet streaks coming across the central part of the country. So there's next Wednesday, you see another dip in the jet stream. Those